Welcome to the first module of this MOOC. Humanity has always dreamed about flying. You might remember the story of Icarus and Daedalus. You might have seen the drawing of Leonardo da Vinci, of a plane, of a helicopter. But it took until 1903 when the Wright brothers first took to the sky in a heavier-than-air motorized plane. After that, the development of aircraft, propeller aircraft, took off, and we saw a rapid acceleration during the First World War. After that, people started flying in propeller airplanes, growing bigger and bigger for transportation, mass transportation. And during the Second World War, there was another period of rapid development. The jet engine was introduced, and after that, flight really took off. After the Second World War, more and more people started to fly more often and larger distances. If you look at a current plane, it might, at first sight, look like the planes of about 60 years ago. We still have a tube with wings and typically 2, sometimes 4 engines. Actually, a lot has changed. If you compare the current planes to those of about 60 years ago, we see that the fuel consumption has dropped by a factor of 5. Why? Because the aerodynamics of the planes themselves are better, and because we really changed the engines. It's not a pure jet engine like we had in the beginning. We have huge turbofans, and we see that the fuel consumption has dropped from roughly 18 liters per 100 kilometer per passenger to what we have currently. It's about 3 to 4 liters per 100 kilometer per passenger. Of course, assuming that the plane is reasonably full. 3 to 4 liters per 100 kilometer per passenger. These are numbers we know from our personal car. Is this good enough? Well, actually, all these improvements are completely nullified by the growth we have seen in air transport. More and more people started to fly more frequently, several times a year, and fly larger distances. And all of this has led to an exponential growth of air travel. We see a doubling every 15 years. And it's predicted that this exponential growth will continue as soon as the current COVID-19 pandemic that we are in now is over. And this means that we will have to do something. Right now, essentially, we are again in a war. We are in a war with climate change. We need rapid developments again. We have to think out of the box, do things very different from how we did it in the past. What is going to happen to the planes, to the fuel or the energy carrier I have on board? What else can we think of? These are all the things going to be discussed.